Good. I'm Haley. I am a junior liberal studies major and I want to be an elementary school teacher. I'm also in the sorority Kappa Kappa Gamma. Um, I'm from San Jose, a really small suburb. I live with my parents and my little brother. My mom was a teacher, my dad does parking, and my brother is a skateboarder. Went to a public high school.
Hi, I'm Tim Yamaguchi. I'm from San Jose, California. I went to Bellarmine College Prep. It's a Jesuit high school in San Jose. I'm currently a fourth year economics major at Cal Poly, concentrating in accounting. When I'm living at home, I live with my mom, my dad, and my little sister.
Hi, my name is Amy. I am from Los Angeles, California, and I was born in Indonesia, raised in Vietnam till I was 6, then moved to Los Angeles. Lived there for the rest of my time, so I consider myself as Generation 1.5. Um, Currently, I am a fifth year majoring in economics at Cal Poly.
I consider myself a Catholic because I was raised Catholic. My dad's family is very religious. And so as a kid, we would go to Sunday school every Sunday. As we got older, we went to church a little bit less often, but I still definitely consider myself a Catholic.
I used to associate with Episcopalianism growing up because I went to an Episcopalian middle school and elementary school. But as I grew older, I started to associate with Buddhism because most of my friends were Buddhist. Then when I got to high school, I went to a Catholic Jesuit high school, so I was forced to go to Mass once a month, and so I began to associate with Catholicism. Then I went to the University of South Carolina for 2 years and was dragged to church. I'm pretty sure I was going to Baptist church um, every week on Sunday. But as of now at Cal Poly, I really don't associate with any religion.
I was born and raised Buddhist and still currently associate with Buddhism as what I believe and practice.
I was first aware, first made the decision myself to be Catholic when I went through the confirmation process because my parents made it really open and optional for me.
I never really considered myself to be religious. Growing up, I was either forced to or incentivized to go to church. And now that I have no one pushing me to be religious or attend church, I choose not to go to church.
Vietnamese culture and Buddhism go hand in hand depending on how you grew up and where I lived. I lived with my dad's aunt who fully encapsulated Buddhism. She woke up at 5 to meditate every morning and just did good things and practices with everyone around her and just told me stories and everything about it. So I never was aware that I was Buddhist. It was just a way of life. But I became aware of other religions when I started going to school with other kids.
My religious views themselves haven't really changed since coming to Cal Poly, but I would definitely say that I don't go to church as often as I used to because I don't really feel like I connect with any of the organizations on campus that involve religion.
Coming to Cal Poly and just growing as a person and learning about life in the world, I definitely just had a more general question of what religion is and all its different practices and just everyone's different way of life. So I definitely did question um, what it is, and I don't think that would have changed if I went to any other school. However, coming here, I definitely did reach out and bonded with certain people who were also on the same boat of exploring their spirituality. And I think by communicating with these people, they were just more expanding of what religion really is. So definitely shifted from being religious to being more spiritual.
So I believe that the fact that I have a lack of religion allows me to go from pull from the best values from the religion surrounding me. For example, I enjoy the fact that Buddhism values meditation, like being self-centered and or like well-centered with your with yourself and in like relaxation. So I like to be able to pull from that. I believe that Catholicism um, takes from the best things in life and like how you're supposed to value like one another and like love thy neighbor. And so just not having religion doesn't force me doesn't confine me to being able to think and believe in certain ways, and it allows me to be more open to different ideals.
The thing that's most precious to me about my religion, I think, would have to be the relationship that I've been able to have with my family. Talking about religion, we talk about it all the time because, like, not everyone in our family feels the same exact way about it. We're all Catholic, but we all have different, like, interpretations of it. So it's brought us really close in being able to be open and honest with each other.
I don't believe that you need a personal life philosophy like from a religious encounter. I personally don't prefer them just because they're kind of cookie cutter and they don't always apply to every situation that you're going to encounter in life. I rather go and just try to make myself as happy as I can be and try to be fair to everybody in the process.
When I was in, like, between middle school and high school, around there, I definitely did not like going to church. I did not want to be Catholic. I rebelled against it, and my dad was like, well, what would you want to be a part of? And I was like, oh my gosh, I don't even know. There's so many other things. And, like, my dad and I started a discussion where we talked about, like, how a lot of religions have, like, a common theme across them, and we just talked about those values and why those are important to us. And I actually ended up going back towards Catholicism.
Yeah, I believe in karma fully, whether not just in its religious sense, but also it's just a cause and effect, but in a bigger, grand scheme of things.
The most interesting question I've ever been asked as a Catholic was if someone came into the room holding a gun and said they were going to shoot anyone who believed in Jesus or God, would you stand up and admit that and say that you did? And I really had to think about it because it was a hard question for me, but I definitely would.
One of my favorite quotes is just from Thich Nhat Hanh is being kind and noble is not a religion, and I fully believe that.
I don't see myself being religious in the future, but I do see myself having a family, and because I want to have my family and live in the Bay Area. A lot of the top schools in the Bay Area are Catholic or Jesuit by nature, and I would love to be able to send my children to those schools. And so I know that they're going to have some sort of background with Catholicism or just interacting with different religions and different cultures. You do another shot.
Doing it all my life. I mean, sorry again.
Are you actually? Oops, I messed up because I wanted to be
I can cut this out. You're totally good.
Ready? Wait, so what are the words I can't say?
Yeah.